Today in this video, is Jon Jones hiding an injury? And where do these doubts come from? Who first spoke about this, and why did the UFC urgently call Sergei Pavlovich? After 3 years of preparation for his debut in the heavyweight division, Jon Jones showed a physicality that consisted not in muscle mass, but in a stomach hanging over the elastic band of his pants. These photos shocked many fans. Former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou shared his thoughts on the upcoming title fight, so we're also going to hear what Ngannou thinks. Also, Colby Covington has harshly criticized Jon Jones. Covington is confident that Jones will not be able to become UFC heavyweight champion. And at the end of this video, Conor McGregor had a workout with Stephen Thompson. So fans are expecting a lot of excitement and drama ahead of the highly anticipated Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler match. But before we kick off this video, we do ask you to like and subscribe to the channel, as we will soon be at 50,000, so thank you in advance. The long-awaited UFC 285 is just a few days away. The main event will see the heavyweight title on the line, with the legendary Jon Jones making his heavyweight debut after a 3-year absence. His opponent? None other than Ciryl Gane. But fans and experts are starting to worry about the invincible Jon Jones, because many believe the transition to another category was too difficult. For the first time, serious concerns about the state of Jones were expressed by well-known analyst Chandler. In both series, he was shown in the pool, which is typical for those who are injured or cannot use their joints. Jones is now in recovery mode. Now, everything would be fine, but the UFC has unknowingly added fuel to that fire. Literally a week before the competition, the organization urgently called the Russian challenger Sergei Pavlovich, who urgently went to Las Vegas to go through the weigh-in procedures. So why would you have so many doubts? Well, there's two factors. First, the fighter had a 3-year hiatus in order to focus on his training. However, tone is critical in MMA and maintaining an optimal level of fitness after such a long period of time. Secondly, Jones took a chance and decided to move to a foreign weight category. At a press conference, he explains that he wants to face new challenges. However, heavyweight requires different types of stress on the bones and muscles, which can be a serious test of a body's endurance. And after 3 years of preparation for his debut in the heavyweight division, Jones showed physical form. But he wasn't all muscle. He actually had a belly hanging over the elastic band of his pants. Now, the corresponding photos were taken at a pre-match photo shoot for the UFC 285 event. Certainly, he is not a natural heavyweight. Apparently, he is overweight, and in general, it seems like there are some noticeable changes in his physique, and he has become larger. Even his legs, which were previously described as bony, thin chicken legs, they've become thicker. Jon Jones himself decided to respond to fans who were shocked by his physical form, saying, "It's good that this is not a bodybuilding competition. Now, I am strong and explosive like a lion. I can focus on getting better, but the most important thing is that I weigh 250 pounds and still move like a light heavyweight." However, Jones's questionable fitness hasn't affected his status as the favorite, and he is still valued at a 1.6, while the Frenchman's valued at 2.35. With what weight Jon Jones will enter the fight in with Ciryl Gane and whether he will be able to outweigh his opponent will become known in just about a day. Former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Anganos recently shared his thoughts on the upcoming title fight between Jon Jones and Ciryl Gane. According to The Predator, Ciryl Gane will be a challenging opponent for Jon Jones. We all know that Jon is a unique fighter, but it all depends on which Jon Jones we see tonight. If he comes out and displays his best skills, Ciryl is in for a rough night, and the fight will likely end in a technical knockout. Jones will translate, fight, and dominate. However, Ngannou believes that if Jones works defensively, the fight could go the distance. They both know how to work defensively and are very good at it, and the fight could end up going to a judge's decision. We don't know what to expect from Jones, and that's what makes this fight so intriguing. Regardless, I'm sure it will be an amazing fight. And UFC fighter Colby Covington has harshly criticized Jon Jones. Covington is confident that Jones will not be able to become the UFC heavyweight champion. Can Jones become a champion? Of course not. I'm not sure that he will even beat his wife now, he told Helen Yee Sports in an interview. This guy is pathetic. Who even put in for the pound-for-pound rating? These ratings are made up of people who have achieved nothing in their lives. The only person Jones has truly beaten in the last 3 or 4 years is his wife. As Uncle Dana said, Jones is the biggest waste of talent in history. This man should no longer fight. He has cognitive impairment from parties, drugs, and steroids. He needs to get his life in order before thinking about fighting. What do you think, though? Do you agree with what Covington is saying, or do you think that Jones will be the new heavyweight king? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. And moving on. Former UFC champ Conor McGregor trained with Stephen Thompson. In particular, the Irishman was working on his striking technique. Working with the great Stephen Thompson, back to the game, McGregor put on social media. Now, if you recall, the next fight that he will be having is with Michael Chandler. According to official data, the fighters will be in the new season of The Ultimate Fighter as coaches, after which they will meet in a cage at a UFC numbered event. According to press, the fight will be taking place in the fall of 2023. With both McGregor and Chandler set to appear on the show, fans are expecting plenty of excitement and drama leading up to their highly anticipated matchup. The two fighters are sure to bring their A-games, and it will be interesting to see who comes out on top when they finally get into the octagon. So who will you be rooting for? Leave your thoughts down in the comments, and that is all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much in advance.